Kirby Smart has won 53 games in the last 4 seasons at the University of Georgia. Not only do I think he's the best coach in the SEC, I think he's the best coach in college football. Joe, in the last 4 seasons, he's averaging 13.25 wins per season. That in and of itself, everybody looks at – this is what we do now, and I want to be very cautious about this. They look at this past year and they say, oh, man, Georgia was down. They won the conference in a down year for the conference. Joe, Kirby's cut off the cloth of Nick, man. He's going to continue to average these 12 and 13 win seasons. I don't think that outside of maybe Dabo, if you want to have national title talks, but even Dabo, name a coach that's more accomplished than Kirby at the current moment. Because not only has he won 2 national titles, but, Joe, he's been to 3 of them in the last 5 years. So there's more of a chance that he's going to get to a national title or a playoff than anything else. By the way, just throwing this out there, I mean, I'm not saying that Notre Dame would have lost here. What would have happened if Carson Beck doesn't get hurt? Are we looking at another? No, I'm just saying. All I'm saying here is that is the worst that they do. Think about what we're saying here at the current moment. I mean, it's not I swear to God, it's not a shot at Notre Dame. It's a praise to Georgia. That's the worst I'm going to get? By all means, please, sweet Lord, tell me that he's not the best coach in the country, and I know that he's your number one as well.
Well, I mean, I'll take this a step further. This Kirby Smart is one of the greatest coaches of all time. Like, we haven't given him enough recognition. I haven't heard that brought up enough for what he's been able to accomplish at Georgia before the age of 50. We're talking about a guy who's won multiple national championships. He's had 2. He's been to 3. And he has not even turned 50 years old yet. Yeah. Multiple SEC championship wins, multiple college football playoff appearances, a string of dominance of one of the greatest college football teams of all time that we saw when they faced off with TCU. He's on a trajectory, assuming that he doesn't leave Georgia anytime in the next couple of years, which could always happen. Guys sometimes leave and take NFL jobs. Steve Spurrier did it. I mean, Steve Spurrier did when he was at Florida and he won national titles.
After how long at Florida? I mean, it took a hot minute.
That's what I'm saying is maybe in year 20, he decides that he wants to give the NFL a shot because somebody offers him a crazy amount of money. But for what he has accomplished before the age of 50, there's really not anyone that we can even think of that has accomplished as much as he has.
He's got more wins than everybody. He's got less losses than anybody. He's got more national titles than anybody. I mean, Joe, are we I know that they're replenishing in a lot of positions. You hearing what's coming out of Athens right now about Ryan Puglisi? It's literally all the players keep talking about. I mean, the players do a podcast with one another. They're like, Ryan Puglisi this, Ryan Puglisi that. You know who tells you the best players on their team are? The players. Mm-hmm. They know. They ain't going to – they know who the dudes are. Joe, it's going to be an interesting season, right, for Georgia because, look, they go 13-1 last year. And then this past season, they're 12-3. 13-3, whatever their record was, I forget. Are we kidding? Like, or what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, I just don't see an avenue right now. Everybody says they got a lot that they have to replace. You're right. They had a lot that they had to replace after the national championship along their defensive line. How did that go? Ask Kelvin Banks in Texas how that went. How did that go? By the way, he gave up 3 sacks and a half. So, listen. They are going to continue to be the pinnacle of the SEC. They work harder than anybody in the SEC. And quite frankly, Joe, I think that, listen, I don't like this. I don't like this for teams facing Georgia. And by the way, their schedule was brutal.
They had the hardest schedule in the SEC. Yeah.
Joe, they were number 1 in the country.
Yes.
He won, think about this. He won 12 games with the number 1 strength of schedule.
Well, and that's what's easy to forget when we talk about Georgia not playing up to expectation. That they went through a gauntlet. Well, the expectation for them to go undefeated. I mean, we even said that we thought that they could go undefeated this year, and they didn't because of the grueling demand of going through all the physical games that they went through. They had an impossible stretch that they needed to survive, and they suffered a ton of injuries through that stretch. Yeah, Kirby, I don't think anyone's going to debate him being best in the SEC, best in the country. It's just the added layer of what point should we start actually talking about him of one of the greatest coaches in the history of the sport. He's at least top 10. There's not many coaches that have 2 national titles.
Here's the thing, though. Of the 5 losses the last 4 seasons, 3 of them have come to Bama.
Well, that's the thing that sucks is that he can't say that they beat, or let me rephrase. He can't get back at Nick Saban. He can't get back at Nick Saban.
Yeah, but here's the funny thing in reference to that. He's got the ultimate I got the national championship game on your ass. He does got True. That because he beat Bryce Young. But Nick did get his ass in the SEC championship game with Jalen Milroe and the boys. But I'm with you. I just think he's the best coach in the country. I hate saying this. You know, when people say it's not remotely close, like they're trying to make is it remotely close?
No, because who the hell am I going to put
the only one
beside him?
And I mean this. He would have to win another one.
Oh, Ryan Day. Which we'll eventually do like a full rankings of our like just national head coaches.
It's Kirby's still going to be at 1.
Yeah.
It's Ryan Day at 2.
If Ryan Day, he's not going to win it this upcoming year, but if you won it the following year, I think that Ryan Day would have a conversation to say that he is neck and neck with Kirby.
Joe, I'm not going to say that they can't because they get the right seeding. What did they get Penn State seeding? And then you have a young quarterback in Julian Sain that just keeps getting better every week. There is an avenue where they can now. I mean, now that this is played out, it just, again, 13 wins per season, Joe. 13.
It's unbelievable.
That is absolutely – but by the way, you know what that means, right? That means he's averaged to go undefeated every year.
Well, 13 wins a season, though, is not – that math ain't mathing, brother. I don't know about that one.
No, he's 53. He's 53-5 in the last.
But that doesn't. He's playing more than 13 games a year, so that's not
fair.
There's never a year that he's not going to play at least 13 games.
Well, yeah, I guess you're right on that. I guess my math didn't math that way. But he's still got 13.25 wins per season the last 4 years. Anyway.